Hey guys, what is up? And today I just wanted to give a quick commentary following up my time travel video, time as a dimension video, all that kind of stuff about time I was talking about, how everyone plays roles and stuff. I want to do another follow-up video. This is one that I actually just made, like right now. It's actually right before the end. I have one more video after this. As of the time I'm recording this, I might even make more if I think of more. But this one is just one I really wanted to pop in really fast. So this is the concept of multiple realities. I thought of this when I was working on my last timeline video when I was doing the audio. So basically, a single timeline is, like, just one timeline, is the sum of all the happenings within that window of time. No matter how long or short that time is, it can be infinite, or it can be a set time that is literally so small you can't even measure it, really. But any amount of time, it's measured, and it's literally just the sum of everything. There's a really famous line, you are the sum of all your memories and experiences. Well, all that a timeline is the sum of everything that happens within that timeline. That's all it is. And if you see that little picture I drew, it's the concept of just having one timeline. You have one decision, it leads to an event. A second decision, it leads to another event. Third decision leads to another event. And so on and so forth until the timeline ends. And that's basically it. However, due to free will, people are going to make different decisions. And that's actually my next commentary, free will. But the whole thing is, due to free will, people will make different decisions. No two people, I've said this before, but no two people will make the same decision twice, once, anything. A single person might make the same decision multiple times, but no two people will ever line up their decisions perfectly throughout the same amount of time, no matter how small that amount of time is. Their breathing might be off, for example. But anyway, the whole point, I know I've used that example a lot, but it's true. But anyway, it creates new whys, new questions, new whys, because different decisions are born from different reasons and circumstances. And that leads to the concept of what if. You hear that question a lot, like, what if this happened? And you hear that a lot with Nexon. What if Nexon did this and made the game good? Holy shit, if that's possible anyway. So, if you look at that little picture I've drawn below, it's just a quick sketch. So that middle line is labeled the main timeline, and those the three dots that you see on the main timeline are different, just random points at which different decisions could have been made. So if you look at one timeline, it's like these decisions were made. This set of decisions that can never change on this timeline have been made. But let's say at one point a different decision was made. It's going to lead to a whole new timeline, and along that other whole new timeline, there's a set of decisions from that point onward. So the two timelines may look exactly the same up until a certain point, and then one decision, no matter how small, is made, and it makes it a whole brand new timeline after that. I mentioned that in one of my very first videos. It was like my time as a dimension video or something like that. I don't know. It was way back there. But you can see, and then if you look at the one on top, the one that goes upwards, you could have more decisions made off of that, and it can change again also. And the thing is, you can't just look at it as, oh, you can make a decision here, 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 here. Not here, but here. You make decisions every moment you're around. Everything, every living thing makes a decision, conscious or not, at every given moment that they exist. There's an infinite number of moments that you're alive for, but there's only one moment that you're dead for. That's a concept that Vonnegut brought up when I was reading Slaughterhouse 5. But the whole point is, you are alive for an infinite number of moments because you can measure those moments. A moment is literally the smallest unit of time you can find, and that smallest unit of time goes down to being a piece so small you actually can't even measure it, which is why a moment is like a point on a graph. It's only one value. The value for 1 is 1. It's not 1.0000 10,000 zeros 1. It's not that. It's 1. It's the number 1, and that is the single point that it can exist at. Moments are the same way. Think of it like that. And so basically, any change, even if it's as small as having a taco for lunch instead of having a burrito, is going to change the course of history, no matter how small the choice is. And now think about this. Here's just a brain teaser for you that I just thought about that I would point out. It's not on that little sheet that you see on the screen somewhere. But the whole point is, what if you had to think about this? You take every living thing on just the planet Earth, assuming that there's probably no life somewhere else. Just the planet Earth. Now think about just one person having an infinite number of moments in their lifetime. Now think about every person having an infinite number of moments in their lifetime. Now think about all the different individual decisions that could have led to... There's not even a number you can put on how many different timelines that makes. There's an infinite number of timelines because there's an infinite number of moments with... theoretically, if time were to go on forever, an infinite number of people, although we disproved that a while ago. So that's my whole point. If you were to think about it, there's an infinite number of timelines that you can have. That's the concept of multiple realities, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Shadowlance has had a very, very tiring day, so Shadowlance is gonna go take a nap now. Shadowlance is out. Bye-bye.